Good morning. Good morning. Let me set up the tech first, and we'll get started in a short while. Okay. While you are waiting, I would like you to consider what are your fitness goals at the end of the year. What do you want to achieve? Okay, list them down, and later on we will have a chat on that. Okay. Okay, invite.
Why am I?
Good morning, everyone. Again, good morning, those who just joined us. So while I'm setting up the tag, I would like you to consider this. At the end of the year, what are the fitness goals that you'd like to achieve? Okay, Karan and okay. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, thumbs up. All right, excellent. Okay, we're gonna use, before we get started, we're gonna use the features of what we have on Zoom right now, which is the reactions. Okay, let's give it a go. You click on the reaction button, and let's give each other a thumbs up for being here, for for wanting to get better. Excellent. And let me just give a clap to everyone. All right, there's also on the, I don't know, for me, the right hand side, right? When I click on participants, I don't know whether you can see that or not. I can go for like go faster and go slower, and there's a no and yes. Do you guys see that on your side? Yeah, okay, thank you. Now, for those of us who are just tuning in, good morning everyone. Thank you so much for making time for yourself. Yeah, most of us, we want to get healthier, we want to get fitter, but we don't have time for ourselves. And this is why we need to have this kind of workshops to remind us that we are very important to ourselves first. And then when we know that, only then we can serve others, right? It's not good to be an empty cup, not being, but you want to pour onto others. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, there's always a constant struggle. But of course, to not be empty, it is a challenge because people think exercise needs to be extremely hard to get benefits. But later on, I'll show you there's guidelines even from American College of Sports Medicine that says 10 minutes of exercise a day can go a long way. Okay, and in fact, a lot of my clients that I've been training, I always start them off with 10 minutes. Yeah, some of my VIP clients are here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Those who are from the VIP group and those who are not, those who just got to know me today. I am Coach Sham. Hello, everyone. Okay, let me get things rolling. If you do not have a piece of paper and all to take notes, it is okay. There are two things that you can do. Number one is you can take out your phone and write your notes here. Not necessary. You can take out an application, fire it up, and key in your notes. You can also, in the near future, I intend to give you a set of notes in like one page. There's 6 in there. That one will be in black and white. And if, let's say, you want to contribute, you will get the full PDF versions that I'm using right now. Okay, I'll give you more information later. As you know, the workshop today is free. Okay, it is a collaboration between myself and Active SG. So I'm glad to be able to meet you guys in this platform right here. Okay, hold up. Let me just do a quick screenshot. And let's get started. Okay, if you're ready to start, let's give a thumbs up. Let's play around with this thing for a bit. Because during an actual workshop, you know what we do, right? I'll get you guys to run around and do some jumping jacks. Yeah, this one is just click, 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 right? Those of you who do not have your faces on, it will be good to have this personal touch, right? To have your video on. If you don't mind, come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy. We are all here to learn from one another. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Like I give you a example, like I am really not comfortable being in front of the camera, even though like some of you have seen a lot of my videos. It's like I'm not used to it. All the time I get nervous. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so welcome to the workshop. And today's workshop, we are going to be speaking, or we're going to be all going to be interacting and thinking about how to program your exercise lifestyle. Why, wait, let me just rephrase that. Why do I put it in such a way? How to program your exercise lifestyle is because many people talk about exercising, but it doesn't become a lifestyle because there are stumbling blocks along the way. No discipline, no motivation. Friend want to go out, ask you out to go for makan. There are things around your planning that may stop you from making it a lifestyle. So the goal here is to have exercise adherence and have this as a long-term project. Okay, and we're gonna go deep into a few things here. Number one is, what are the components of fitness? And number two, what are some of the principles of fitness that you should think of when you are programming your exercise lifestyle? And this is not a talk. This is more of take it as a stepping stone towards getting started. Okay, so I would like you to make the intent at this point in time. If you have not started, I would like you to make the intent to get started this evening. Okay, now some of you may say that I've got no time. Some of you say, okay, no problem, right? This evening, okay, and you don't need to have a lot of time or to carve too much time to exercise. You can even do it at home and see tremendous results. Yeah. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, hold up. Let me do the tag with my Facebook, and we will get started to the next slide. Oh gosh. Sorry guys. Okay, I tell you what, while I do the tag, I want you to key and put inside the chat, what are the things you want to achieve on 31st December. Don't think about New Year's resolution, okay? Look at where you are right now and visualize yourself on 31st December. I want you to have 1, 2, or 3 goals that you want to achieve and have that planned. Okay, so let's put inside the chat. Okay, let me do the tag for a while. You know how to go into the chat, right? Yeah, there you go. Don't put privately. Send to all. Send to all. So you can put from the two. You just scroll. Everyone in meeting. Let's go. Oof. Okay, some of you guys are talking about big general concepts. I want you to go slightly deeper into the concept or the goal. If you want to talk about you want to lose weight, how many kilograms? You want to run 3 miles? Good. In how many minutes? Okay. And perhaps with who? Okay. At what time? Be more specific in your goals. Okay. I'm having some issues with the tag, but in the meantime, let's take a look at what other people have in terms of trying to get healthier and better. Have in mind. Okay, I will just put live on Facebook then. Okay, thank you for sharing, everyone. Don't worry if you feel that it is a little too private, because most of us, when we keep our goals to ourselves, we don't have that accountability. So this is extremely powerful. Vivian, to be fit and reach target weight of 60, now at 68, you can do this. Okay, private message me later on. I'll share with you a strategy that you can move forward towards this goal of yours. Okay, 8 kgs. December, no problem, 8 kgs down. Okay, Alfian 2.4 in 12 minutes again. All right, bro. Able to do 6 pull-ups. Superb. How many pull-ups can you do now? Okay, go for 1. Okay, go for 1 first and then move on. Right, Kak Huda, 1 size down. Yvonne, 10 kilometers below 145. That's good. Muipin, 5K. Kak Jiha, 30 kg. Kak Jiha, where are you? Can you share with us, being in the VIP program, how much weight have you lost already? And this is a good goal to lose 15 to 30. Okay. Dr. Bibijan, you are here. Welcome. Please bear with me. I'm having some issues with tech again.
Thank you, coachsharm.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, now I want you to think from now until then, now until 31st of December, what are the things you are going to start with in July? In July, okay? So if your goal is 10-kilometer run in, let's say, 1 hour, 30 minutes, what will you do in July? What is your target by the end of July, 31st July, okay? Let's go. Let's put in there. Let's have some accountability. I'm going to keep all this, by the way. Yeah? So in July, when we chat again, you're going to tell me that you are doing it. So it has to be something manageable and doable. And then in August, you up the ante a bit. And then September, you keep on getting better and better, right? But July 1st, think of it in July, what are you gonna do by the end of July? Or what you're gonna achieve? So if you're thinking about 10-kilometer run, you can say that, by the end of July, I will be able to do in 2 hours. Okay, but it's a bit long, but it's okay. You just have a plan there. Okay, let's go live now. Okay, guys, I'm extremely sorry for this slight delay. I'm still live on Facebook. Timeline. I should get this done in 1 minute, okay? Just bear with me. I have April with us. She's my staff and she's helping me. But the thing is, because I'm streaming it from my end, she can't do anything about this. It's me that I have to do all the streaming tech, yeah? Okay, I got 30 seconds more, bear with me, bear with me. Title. Okay. Okay, I should be in now. All right, let's get started. So, if you know me from previous interactions, I have a website. I've been a coach with gurufitness.com for over 22 years. Yeah, that's quite long, right? And recently I work on a new project, which is focusing on helping parents. So for those of you who want to get better in terms of getting your fitness goals in general, I've got a lot of free stuff here at gurufitness.com. And if you're a parent, you want to consider getting into a fat loss program, and this is a 4-day free program, you can go to bodythrive.co. Okay. So yeah, and then the notes, this is the link for the notes. So the notes are based on contribution. If you want to get them, all the slides that I'm going to use right now, you can just go there later on, and I think it's about $9 contribution. But if you don't want to make the contribution, it's perfectly fine, because you can always screenshot, right? You can screenshot this. You can screenshot this. Right? So don't worry about it. The contribution will go into development of more notes in the future, and I hope it will be much nicer and more graphic. So if you can see, we use a lot of professional photos instead of just copy and paste from Google. Okay, so is this you? Is this you? You exercise on a daily basis but does not see any results. If this is you, can you just put a thumbs up? No? You see results, that's good. Super. That means the things you're doing are correct. Now let me ask you a question. Do you think the things you're doing are correct, but are they efficient? Give you another example is this. If you want to run 10 kilometers, right? If you can train every day for only 10 minutes and run the whole 10 kilometers by the end of the year, isn't it better than running 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So the goal here is this. If you are doing things that are giving you results, that is very good. Now let's make it more efficient. And if it is not giving you any results, this is where you need to do a complete turnaround or go to that 180-degree turn, and then you get better, because the things right now you're doing are going to be right. Okay. Who here? Second one. I know that in order to get fitter, I need to exercise, but I'm too busy and no time for that. Everyone has time? Everyone has time. Okay. Well, this is amazing, because if you have time, right, everyone should be able to get to their results, to their goals. Yeah, end of the year. The next thing is, how many of us are intimidated going to the gym? Worried that people will judge you. Right? So these are the things that we need to firstly program the mind in such a way that we know that what we do is for us, and it really doesn't matter what people think of us, but it's easier said than done. Yeah, easier said than done. So these are some of the things that if you fall into any of this category, this is for you, yeah, to get better or to even start. Okay. Let me move to the side. Okay, a little bit about myself. So I've been a coach for more than 22 years, and these are some of my corporate clients, and yeah, some of the participants. And I focus a lot on fat loss. So those of you who want to lose weight, please feel free to PM me on the side, or go to gurufitness.com/assessment, and I'll give you the link later on. Yeah, and we've seen quite a fair bit of positive results so far. Let me just mute again. Rich, April, I think we are already on live, so you can update. Yeah, you can update it. If you want to lose weight, please feel free to pin it. If I say. Or go to gurufitness.com first. Right. Let's get on with it. Okay. When we want to move forward towards our goals, when we have a program, we plan, everything is done sweet, perfectly, everything is nice and proper, but there might be stumbling blocks. And these are the these are the problems that we need to identify so that we can find solutions for them. And this workshop will tackle some of those issues, okay? So it can be because your program is too difficult. If you want to lose weight, 10 kilograms, and you think that, okay, the only way to do it is to keep on running 5 km every single day, it's going to be very, very difficult, correct? 5 kilometers a day to run for someone who's overweight is very difficult. And because of that, what do? We don't do anything. Give up. Too difficult. So we need to reprogram our exercise routine, okay, our eating routine. Next is no discipline. After work, we are tired, no motivation, no discipline, don't do anything. Okay? And then it goes on and on and on, and you see the weight goes up and up and up. Those who don't want to lose weight, it is okay, it is good. But what happens if you are tired and you want to hit your 2.4 goals, you want to do your pull-ups, but you are too tired? What do? If you're too tired, there is a high chance that you won't be doing anything if you don't have a routine. So you have to make sure that these stumbling blocks are tackled. And we'll talk about this later on in the next 9 workshops also, okay? Next one is no time. This perception that no time is a big thing because people think that you need a lot of time to see results, to get better. You don't. You don't need to. Okay? A short period of time that's efficient. That's what you want, okay? No results, no patience. Of course, if you don't see any results next week, the week after, we give up, right? Don't. What you need to do is change your program. Keep on changing your program. Make sure it's not too difficult. Make sure that your discipline is going to be there because it's not too difficult. Your discipline is going to be there, right? Make sure that you always have your motivation on. You need to find out what are your whys. Why do you want to run 2.4? Why do you want to do pull-ups? Why do you want to lose weight? You need to have all this on. Right? And then the next one is injuries. I'm injured. I cannot do push-up. Because of that, I don't want to exercise altogether. I cannot do any squats. My knees hurt. Because of that, I don't want to do exercise altogether. Yeah? But always remember, if you can find solutions, number one, of course, rehab is one. The other one is avoid. If you are hurting in your knees, don't go do your squats or do modified squats. Do other things instead. Right? Okay, next up. Okay, this title of this slide, I've been thinking what kind of title I want to have it to show you guys, but I want to call it strength. It is actually co-leadership method in getting better. You see, when we want to get healthy, when we want to get fit, we always think about ourselves, correct? We always think about ourselves. But you get more strength, discipline, motivation by having accountability and your want to share your love to get to your goals with others. Okay? So always remember that if you want to lose weight, you make sure that you share it with someone else. Tell them that these are the things that you want to do. And if, let's say, you learn 1, 2, or 3 different types of strategies on how to lose weight, call your friends, your family members along with you so that your journey will be smoother. Yeah. So those of you who have this stumbling block of just an obstacle to start running, perhaps you want to tell someone that you want to go for your run, and then you can go together. Okay. Now, in our context right now, if you notice, there's like, share, and comment. So this is basically you sharing with others, wanting others to get better also. So if, let's say, later on, maybe not now, but when you go on my Facebook later, facebook.com/Singapore Personal Trainer, there is my live post right now. You can just comment, like, and share, and more people will benefit from this. Otherwise, this will only be shared between us, 32 people. With me, with April, that's 30 of you only. Yeah, but if you comment and share your timeline, your friends will also benefit from this. Yeah. So this is my angle. I would like to strongly, I would like you to strongly consider sharing the live stream that I have right now on my Facebook, and you can go to this here, gurufitness.com/Facebook to share this. Okay, to share this this workshop. Okay. In the meantime, let me read what you have written down. Well done, nice. So all the goals that you wanna do, Ustaz, cool. 5 to 6 days a week of workout, 12 hours of exercise. No, 12 hours already tired. Oh, okay, okay. Sometime still time to do squat at work. Okay. Yeah, there are times where there is no chance for us to do exercise. So we need to steal some time to exercise. Because if you don't steal, no, that's just is another word, okay? You don't create time, it's always going to be challenging. Hard to find time. Go back home, you're tired. The mind has got willpower, right? We got willpower. And always in the morning, we have this strong willpower, but it depletes, right? As we get into the evenings. So you got to plan your workout program properly so that you don't get too tired in the evening. Wrong. So that if you get tired in the evening, you don't do the exercises then. No point in fighting the willpower. Now, it is scientifically proven that there is a limited willpower amongst all of us, okay? Each one of us. Okay. So you've already listed down the objective. Thank you so much, guys. Some of us may want to run 5-10 kilometers. Some of us want to run a marathon. And some of us want to lose weight. Some of us want to get more energy. Some of us want to increase flexibility. Now, if you have all this, or you have any one of this, or other kind of objectives, I would like you to consider this. Every day, do something that moves and inch you towards your goals. Okay? So listen up. Inch towards your goals, not leapfrog, not sprint towards your goals. Because if you sprint, if you leapfrog, if you chiong, it will not be regular. It will not be consistent. Okay? You can debate on this. Yes, you can. I know there are some people who says, no, I work out every single day. Every day I do HIIT. I do my sprints every day and I still carry on. But those are the people who are a small percentage. Yeah. But the majority of us, if that doesn't work for us, we need to make sure that the things that we do are baby step. Okay. Okay. Exercise programming, right? This is a general view of things. When you are thinking about your exercise program, you must consider the FITT principle. I think some of us know this, right? Right, some of you guys are fitness instructors in here. You guys know FITT? Frequency, intensity, time, and type. Okay, FITT. Yeah, it's the other way around. So frequency, how many times a week should you exercise? Okay. How many times a week? How long the duration you need to exercise? Yeah. How intense the exercises should be and what kind of exercises you should be doing. Some of us want to get stronger, but what we do every day is just brisk walk. There is no way to get stronger when you brisk walk. Okay. Now let's talk about lose weight. Okay. Even though if you're not losing weight, just listen up, bear with me. There might be people who you love who are trying to lose weight. People who lose weight, they always think that cardio is the answer, right? This dance-based exercises is the answer, the one answer. It is not. They are good. You will burn calories, but what happens after your exercise? Your metabolic rate will increase slightly, but after that it will dip. Plus, if you do non-stop cardio, your muscles will shrink. And when it shrinks, your metabolic rate, your metabolism is going to drop. Right? And this is not going to be good because your hormones are going to start to work against you and it's going to be difficult. And this is why people have this yo-yo diet. Okay? So we don't want to have this yo-yo diet, and we must always have a proper plan to move forward in terms of your goals. So the first thing that I want to talk about, right, is a cardio-based objective. Okay, so for some of you who want to improve your cardiac ability, those of you who want to run 10 kilometers or even do your 1 kilometer brisk walk, And this applies to everyone. This applies to everyone. It's just that what kind of focus you want to put it, right? Some people will put like, okay, this is my priority. Some of us, this is not priority, but you know, in order to do pull-ups, you need to have your cardio ability, right? You need to have your heart pumping well. So you need to make sure that there is some element of cardio in your program. Okay, so just listen up. ACSM is American College of Sports Medicine, ACSM. And HPB also follows these guidelines from ACSM, right? The guideline is 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week. Okay, can you all understand that phrase? 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity exercise. Okay, so this applies to everyone to keep your health and to keep your weight. Okay, just that first sentence, okay, we're going to analyze that a bit. Because many people think 150 minutes is the answer to losing weight. It is not. It is the minimal. And 150 minutes a week, you can break it down into 30 to 60 minutes, 5 days a week. Wrong. Wait, 30 minutes, let's say, you can do 5 days a week, okay? Or you can do 20 to 60 minutes of 3 days a week of vigorous intensity. So these two, one is moderate, one is vigorous. So it depends on your planning, right? But overall, you aim for at least 150, okay? For those of you who want to lose weight, the guideline is the fact, this is a fact, it's not going to be nice to hear, but it's 250. 250. Yeah. Yeah, Ustazku is like, what? Don't worry. This is based on guidelines. This is based on guidelines. That's why I have the VIP program where we tweak the guidelines to suit and customize your individual self, because we don't have this time to just do cardio. And this is just cardio, not even resistance training yet. Yeah. The other one that you need to know is moderate and vigorous. Okay, what is moderate? What is vigorous? Okay, now, moderate intensity is when you exercise, okay, and let's say you are running with a friend, you can still chit-chat. You can, wow, not bad, this one, a bit tiring, but I can still carry on. Okay, that's moderate. Okay, vigorous, cannot talk. Okay, so you need to know the intensity levels. Low intensity is when you run or you do exercise with your friends, but you can chit-chat, you can sing along, la 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 throughout the whole thing. That is low intensity. So the intensity is extremely important for you to program accordingly. Okay, so now you know how much time, how much intensity, okay, and the frequency is very flexible. So a plan needs to be flexible. Okay, the type, of course, is cardio. And if you don't have 30 minutes, you don't have 20 minutes, you can just do 10 minutes, but it's got to be moderate intensity. Yeah, so this is why, according to guidelines, you can do 10 minutes of exercise and still see results, but it's got to be moderate intensity. Okay, okay, let's take a break, and if you're following me, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, the rest are not, not following. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this is excellent. Let's move on to the next one after I do a quick screenshot of this. Okay, next is flexibility. Okay, let's talk about being bendy, being more and more flexible. Okay, let me. Now, many of us, when we want to lose weight, we want to run better, we want to get stronger, we want to get bigger in terms of muscle size and all, we forget about the flexibility portion. And because of this, we may have muscular imbalance. Not only that, our mobility will drop, our flexibility will drop. So we will need to put in time for recovery. Extremely important, especially if you're beyond 35 years young. Yes, young. Because if not, we will get this, it's so tough, like everything is so tight, and then go for massage. Of course, lah, need massage because you don't stretch. And then because of that, you need to always constantly go to someone to have their hands on you. Nothing wrong with that. I go for sports massage. No problem. But if we depend on that too much, then you will not get your daily benefit of feeling strong and good, right? Because you are always in pain. You are always feeling sore from last workout, from last 2 days, 3 days workout because of DOMS, delayed onset of muscle soreness. So you need to have your flexibility exercises in, can? So you can go, you can do 2 to 3 times a week to improve range of motion. Each stretch should be held 10 to 30 seconds. I will say 30 seconds at the end of your workout. Okay, so those who are doing pull-ups, after you do 1 or 2 pull-ups, carry on. Don't do your stretching yet. At the end of your workout, then stretch for 30 seconds. Your shoulder stretch, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, chest stretch, 30 seconds. So it will take time, but how you carve out time is by doing other things, watching TV, listening to podcasts, watching seminars like this, okay? So you can always carve out time and do 2 things at one, multitask, right? Ooh. Why 30 seconds is because the first 10 to 12 seconds, your body will have this braking mechanism. It's called the muscle spindles. It will stop your body from stretching, right? It's after the 12 seconds, that is where your body will be able to stretch more. So 30 seconds is extremely good for you to improve your flexibility. And again, only do static stretches after your workout. So if your instructor, your coach, your trainer is doing, okay, let's go for 20 seconds of stretch before you start your exercises, I would like you to ask him or her why. Because that will impede your performance in your exercises. Okay? But it's okay. Some of us, we don't know yet because in the past we've been taught this, right? So it may not be their fault. It's not our fault that we don't know this because how many of us read journals all the time? Yeah, but research show that if you stretch, like static stretch before workout, is going to stop us from getting better. Yeah. So I'm also reminding myself because sometimes I also forget because my coach last time teach me do hamstring stretch 30 seconds before races, before events. And sometimes I forget that because it feels short, right, to stretch. Yeah, the key is to do dynamic stretches after, before. Okay, move on to the next part. This is resistance exercise. So resistance exercise can be many things, okay? Anything that involves using resistance. It can be body weight, it can be strength, it can be endurance, it can be hypertrophy, which is increase in muscle size, it can be power. So there's many things. And generally, right, what we want and what we need to have is 2 or 3 days a week of resistance training, resistance exercise. Okay? Can or not? And this is guidelines from the top. From the top. So if you have not done any resistance training, I would like you to consider, please start something today. Very simple. You can start by doing squats. I show you, okay? It's not in the plan, but I'm just going to show you. So basically from here, you can just squat and stand. That's it. That's resistance training. Okay, you can go into your push-ups on the ground, just lower your body down and up. That's it. That's resistance training. Get started with baby steps and inch forward. Yeah. Of course, ultimately, you want to end up with weights and equipment around you. Right? This is a hard fact, hard truth. We need to get stronger in order to get stronger up here also. Right? And we can get better. And the muscles will work in tandem with our brain. Okay, so very light or light intensity is best for older persons, and we can start with 20 repetitions of light weights. Yeah, when we are like 60 or maybe 65 years young, and for those of us who are younger than that, we can do slightly heavier weight, but don't carry a weight that is extremely heavy that you cannot do even 8 repetitions. Okay, because the guideline is you need to do 8 repetitions, 8 to 12. To improve strength and power, okay, and also improve your muscle mass. And then 10 to 15 repetitions to improve strength. okay? For those in the middle age or older matured persons who are starting to exercise, right? But you know, I have clients, and let me just highlight one of my dear clients. His name is Todd Gimble, and he is beyond 60. He can do 40 push-ups at one go. I'm so proud of him. 40 push-ups at one go. We start slow. It doesn't have to be 40 straight away, but 40 at one go at the age of 60. That means if you do baby steps earlier on, at the age of 60, 65, 70, you should be able to do it. Don't you want to be strong at that age? I'm guessing yes. Yeah. So work towards it, and remember that this is a long game. There is no way that you can get from 0 to 40 in 3 days time, 4 days time. Yeah. This part here is important. 48 hours of rest is important. If you don't have enough rest, your body is not going to have enough recovery time. When I say recovery time, it means you are not letting your muscles grow and heal. Okay, heal. Why heal? When you do any kind of resistance exercise that is relatively challenging, 8 to 12 reps or so, what's going to happen is at a microscopic level, your muscles, right, at microscopic levels, the actin and myosin is going to tear. Yeah, you heard me right. Micro tearing. So if you want to do pull-ups, you want to do squats, you want to do deadlifts and all, just bear in mind, when you are doing your 8 to 12 reps, you are doing your 10 to 15 reps, you are tearing the muscles at microscopic levels. Okay? And this is the reason why we feel soreness the day after that, and the day after that sometimes. Okay? This is the main reason. The other reason is, of course, lactic acid, but that science have shown that one is only temporary, lactic acid formation. That one we talk about another day. Yeah? But do know that if you don't have enough rest, 48 hours, you are not giving yourself a chance to recover. And if after 48 hours you still feel sore, that means you need to reprogram to make your exercises easier. Yeah, you heard me. Make it easier so that you can go further. Okay, it is not no pain, no gain. Okay, if you're in pain, there is no gain. The no pain, no gain concept is old school. Nah, you need to have some form of challenge and overload. That's it. Challenge, overload, but not suffer. Okay, some of you guys are asking me questions. So let me just say, is 48 hours rest after every session of exercise? Yes, sir. So if you are doing something that's high intensity, right, for let's say 45 minutes or 1 hour of exercise, workout in the gym, the next day you should be doing recovery kind of exercises. You can brisk walk, no problem. It's not really a workout. Simple brisk walk. You can do stretching and all, but you are not tekan. You don't tekan all the time. Okay, you don't push until siong. No need. This is not army kind of training. Yeah, I can say that because I just MR. Okay, the next one is neuromotor exercise or functional training, functional exercise. Okay, so functional training involves the brain to the muscle, the connection that creates the movement. Okay, and this the equipment that you may want to use, like maybe the TRX, you want to use some ropes, right? So there's a lot of connection between the mind and the body, and also coordination. Like whenever you do your lunges, you don't just go for lunge like this, okay? But you may want to have your hands moving left and right, right? And then to add to the next step, you can also make it more functional by lunging and even rotating. Okay, it's a lot more functional when you move between 3 planes of motion. So you're moving forward, you're rotating, you're pushing up. The more planes of motion you utilize, the more functional it is. Okay, in general, what we want to know is that in layman terms is, what's the point of being able to deadlift at the gym 100 kilograms when at home you take something like, you know, I think this happens to, I don't know, it happens to me because I'm an old man. You take something here, right? And then when you want to stand up, you want to put, it catches the back. right? So that is not functional, right? Like this is deadlift, right? What's functional is stand up, rotate, and place. So you may change your exercises to those that translate to everyday living. Okay. Ustaz, you are messaging me. I reply you later. Okay. Trying to meet the time. Yeah, 20 to 30 minutes per day is appropriate for neuromotor exercise. Okay. Again, guys, if you want to get all these beautiful notes, please feel free to go to gurufitness.com/notes. This one is based on contribution. If you don't want to contribute, it's perfectly fine. You can always screenshot, no problem. Okay, let's talk about training principles, okay? I will not delve too much into this. It's going to be very, very fast, okay? Because I do plan to have another workshop on this. But whenever you exercise, I would like you to consider stressing your muscles, okay? When I say stress, it is good stress, not bad stress, okay? When you do bad stress, that's where the injuries come. You need to have good stress or eustress, where you impose a little bit of high intensity on the norm so that they can respond to the new stress. Okay, to make things easy, it's like this. If let's say I can do bicep curl, let's say I can do bicep curl with 10 kg, and if I want to improve, I cannot be doing 10 kg all the time. Correct? I cannot be doubling it to 20 to improve. I'm going to faint. So what I'll do, I'll increase by 2.5%, right? So from 10 kg becomes maybe okay, 2.5% of that addition, or 11 kg, you know? So just step by step, right? That's 10% increment, but you get my point, yeah? You need to have the stress. Same thing, if you are going for your 10 km run, and a 10 km goal, you need to stress a bit, because if you can run at 1 km easily, you need to up it a bit to 1.2, 1.3. So always push. And this stress is always changing. Okay, always changing. But remember, the goal is not the stress. The goal is to be able to do the exercise again in the next 2-3 days. Next 2-3 days. Okay? Very important for you to be able to continuously exercise. All good, huh? Ken? Is this new thing to you guys, or is it something that you know already? Some of you don't know, some of you know. Okay, Ken. The next one is progression, right? And moving forward here, the progression means when you want to do, let's say, 10,000 steps a day, okay? 10,000 steps a day. You start with, let's say, 2,000, right? You cannot straight away go to 10. It will not last. Okay, so you need to go from 2,000 today to maybe 2005 tomorrow, and then stay at that level, 2005, for a few days, and then move forward and move forward. And then one day you will hit 10,000, you will hit 15,000, you will hit 20,000. But there are days that you feel that I don't feel like doing anything today. So your 20 can drop to 10. Your 20 can drop to 5. So progression is important, but so is regression. Okay, you should gradually progress, right? Training volume, and until ability to adhere to the exercise program has been demonstrated. Meaning, this one, right, in exercise science, is this way, is phrased this way, but in the current context, it is the new normal. Okay, so progress until you hit a new normal, progress until you hit a new normal, and so on. Sweet. Okay. Wait, you should gradually progress. Okay. Training principles, there are 5 here. Again, because of time, I will just run by it very quickly. We talk about progression. The other one is specificity. So it has to be specific. So if you want to get stronger, you cannot be just doing your cardio exercises. You need to do resistance training, and vice versa. If you are stiff, you cannot be just walking. You need to be doing your flexibility exercises. Okay, that makes sense, but we forget sometimes because we always want to go with the things that we love, right? So unfortunately, we still need to do the things that we don't like in order to move towards our goals, right? But if you don't like, don't do a lot, but still do some. right? Overload is the principle of making sure that there's some form of stress that I talk about here, right? 2.5 to 10% stress, it doesn't have to be all the time. It's like it can be a weekly step. It can be a weekly step, okay? So you program accordingly. And if you do this, right, if you do this properly, you should be able to love your exercise over the long run, right? Because it makes sense, right? Because if you cannot progress anymore, you go for a regression, right? And if you are not seeing your results, that means you are not being specific. So you have to reprogram and make sure it's specific. If you're not seeing results, it may be because you are doing it too easy or too difficult. Yeah, so this has basic principles there. Reversibility is a principle of not doing and things going back into a worse state. So I'll give you an example. If let's say I can do 10 push-ups now, 10, and then at the end of the, and then I stop for 1 month. And then do you think I can still do 10? Cannot. It has to be consistent or at least just regress a bit. If I stop, it will reverse. The effect will be reversed. Okay, the next one is diminishing returns. Okay, the law of diminishing returns. So those of us who take economics, we know this very well. In terms of our body, also the same thing. When we first start exercising, we will see a lot of results. We will see a lot of results. We reap everything like, wow, I can lose weight so fast. Wow, I can suddenly lift heavier weights, right? The next week and all. But there will be a time where you'll start to plateau, correct? You'll start to plateau, and this is where you need to change it up. It is our genetic potential when we reach there. That means if I'm set and genetically I can only do a maximum of 30 pull-ups, there's no way I can do 31, right? There's no way, because that's my max. That's what I've been programmed to do. But me being me and you being you, especially I think all of us are living in Singapore, right? We always want to get better. So what we do? We change. So instead of doing push-ups and instead of doing pull-ups, we do seated row. We do bend over row. Change it up. The muscles angle at different spots. Right? And then when you get that right, you combine all these different exercises that's hitting you from different angles, then you'll say, hey, how come I can do 31? So a lot of people, when they get the plateau, they always say that, that's my genetic potential and I cannot do anymore, and just blame it on genes, like what I did just now. But in fact, there are ways and means to perhaps tweak and still push 1 or 2 more in, okay? So that's something that you wanna consider. Okay, so now that it's already about, it's 45 minutes already. I'll still have about 15 minutes. If you have time, please feel free to stay on. If not, then it is okay. I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna post it on my timeline. Okay, let's see here. Now, let's have this two-way conversation. So I would like you to tell me something new that you have learned today and that you will implement. 1 is good, 1 thing, 2 things better. Okay, and type in the chat type in the chat box. For those of you who are on Facebook, you can put on Facebook also. Let me just mute this, and I'll wait for you guys. Okay. I saw Kak Huda just came in just now. She's all the way from US. Okay. April has just sent a message saying that, yeah, what are your plans moving forward? Please fill in this quick form for accountability. You can use this form, right? You can use this form. It'll take about a few minutes. You can also put in the chat group here. The action form is actually a feedback form for me, so you can do that later on. So I'll leave it to you to decide, right? But chat group, I mean, what are the things that you've learned that's something new and you are going to implement starting today? And as you know, right, just now the guidelines say 10 minutes of exercise already can. If you cannot find 10 minutes, how? Go for 5. Sweet. Let's move on to the next one. While waiting, I'm going to pull out something. Okay, I lost my slide. I'm going to go into Canva. Okay, so let me just show you the notes on training plans. This is another set of notes which is planned for another session. Yeah, these are training principles. Just now I mentioned to you. We're just going to go this very fast. So this is the same one that we see just now. So in terms of progression, right? In terms of progression, there are actually two principal approaches to it. Yeah, a very quick one. I'm just going to run through it. So at least you know that there's more things to learn in the future, right? And there's also this thing called the double progressive training protocol, where you increase your repetitions first and then you increase your percentage. But don't worry too much about this. This one goes very into technical. What you need to know is this: every day you do something that is better. You get stronger every day. That's it. Simple. Okay. The other one is overload. How much overload to do? 5% gradation resistance, 8 to 12 reps. Once you can hit 12, you can go increasing the weight and then lowering down the repetitions and then increasing by 5% resistance and so on. Hey, how you like not the slides? Nice, huh? My team do for me. Yeah, the missing returns and all. So yeah, I just wanted to share that bit there. Just close this here. Let me do a quick read new information. Okay. Okay, so in the nutshell, there are a few things that you need to consider when you are planning your exercise lifestyle that you want to do consistently. Okay, so number one is your cardio ability, your cardio exercise, right? Things like dance related exercise, your Zumba, your salsation, all are very, very good. Very good. But remember, there are others also, yeah, that you need to add on. Okay, you add on so that you will improve holistically. Okay. And I'm also reminding myself lah, because you know I've got 2 left feet, so I don't know how to dance. I should learn some moves from Ziwi. So the next one is flexibility. We need to be flexible, not only because we want to look cool stretching, right? See this kakak here, cool stretching. We also want to have functionality in our exercises, in our movement, and no pains when we wake up. Yeah, how many of us feel there is a soreness and very tight muscles every morning when we wake up, after we wake up, or lower back pain? So if you have all this, right, it is a sign, it is a clear sign to show that you need to do something about it. Okay, don't wait for that makcik urut to come, right? Don't wait for the, what do you call this? Like for me outside here, the uncle that does traditional TCM massage, I cannot be waiting for him. I need to do my massages. And in the future, if we have time, we can even do a whole flexibility workshop. Let me know if you want. Put it in the comment section, in the feedback also later on when you get the email. To give feedback, what kind of workshops you want. Like this is a foam roller. It's a little hard, and instead of stretching, we actually roll to improve our flexibility, to open up the fascia. Okay, fascia, not father. Fascia is a bag that is containing the muscles. Look at it as a bag that keeps the muscles intact. When we feel tight, right, it's not because of the muscles. It is because of this fascia that's just tightening. So you need to lengthen out. That's why you see people rolling on the back, on the front, on the side, right? So this is one thing that we can all learn together in the future if we have the opportunity to do so, yeah? Remember, 30 seconds hold at least at the end of your workout. Okay, some of you might be like thinking, because I didn't address this earlier on, before workout, I need to warm up what? I need to stretch, right? You always hear this from your teachers last time. Yes, your coaches even right now. Yes, you need to warm up. You need to warm up. But warm up doesn't mean static, deep stretches. Okay? You warm up by doing dynamic stretches. Okay? Dynamic stretches, right? Instead of getting into, cannot see. Okay, so instead of like holding, this is a bad exercise by the way for the back, right? So instead of holding, right, you'd want to dynamically move. One, okay? Dynamically move. So this is another option. This is stretching, but a lot more progressive. Yeah. Talking about that, I think I missed out on something. I want to invite all of you guys to join my sessions on exercise. There's usually a fee, but for those of you who have never gone to any of my sessions before, it will be free for you, okay? So you can just join the group chat. This is a WhatsApp group chat. It's a shortcut, gurufitness.com/group chat. And just join in. Our classes are on Saturday morning, right? And then we'll do the dynamic stretches. And then at the end of it, we'll do our static stretches. We'll hold our stretches to improve and elongate the body, elongate the muscles so that we don't get any pains when we are resting and the recovery is better. And in between, we'll do different kind of exercises for agility, for strength, for cardio base. We go lateral movements, we go for power, we go for even flexibility inside, but modified ones. Yeah. So yeah, those of you who missed it, gurufitness.com/group chat. That's a shortcut to join us. Okay, so let's have one person. I'll bring on one person and let's have a chat. Anyone has a pressing question regarding today's topic? A pressing question. You can give me a thumbs up and I'll unmute you and then we'll have a chat, sir or ma'am. No one? Everyone okay? Wow, good ah. My lecture also good. Everyone understand. That's super, super. Of course, any feedback, please feel free to let me know because I'm also always learning. Yeah, can. Okay, let me move on to the next one. Okay, so in general, we have already cleared today's topic. But I would like to talk about this portion here because many of us who want to try and lose weight, we are doing the wrong thing, and because of that, we don't see results. Okay, so my apologies for those who are not trying to lose weight, but it's good knowledge for you because, like I said, let's be co-leaders and encourage others to get better by having the right knowledge, skills, and abilities to move forward. Okay, so every session I'm going to talk about this because this is something that all of us need reminders on. Now, if you want to lose weight, what you want to lose is actually body fat weight, right? You want to lose the inches at the waist, at the butt, and maybe perhaps on the arms, the back arm and all. But not but, and the number one solution that we go for is always exercise because we have been told that in order to lose weight, you need to have a caloric deficit. Okay, we'll get into that next time, but caloric deficit simply means eat less, exercise more. Exercise more, exercise more, exercise more. But look at this. This is 4% and 96% of your day. When you work out 1 hour in a day, that's 4%. What happens throughout the whole 96%? So a lot of us who are struggling to lose weight or those who want to get leaner, right? You want to see all the muscles popping out, you want to see your abs and all, but you're not seeing results is because you are focusing too much on the exercise. You can do 2 hours, you can do 3 hours. You can, but you still have 88% more of your day that you have to consider, right? You have to consider it as a holistic project. So this is what you need to do, or those who want to lose weight need to do. Number one, they need to have the knowledge to lose weight because knowledge, like I said, in the past is old school, right? And this is usually the knowledge for old school. And unfortunately, we are still subscribing to this. There are research that show that physical activity and movement, right, only have a tiny bit to play in terms of trying to lose weight. Okay, I'll give you an example, okay? I exercise only 10 minutes. I only exercise 15 minutes most of the time when I'm busy. right? And I think I'm okay, right? The thing is this, the reason is because of all the other things here. And many of us put this and brush it at the side because they say, yeah, all this makes sense, ma. All this makes sense. Knowledge how to lose weight, I know. How to exercise, I exercise. How to build habits, my habits are okay, ma. Right? But why are you not losing weight? So if you have the capacity to open up your mind a bit and listen up, then perhaps you may move forward in this journey. Okay, so just listen up and see what I've been doing with my clients in the Body Thrive Fat Loss Program. What they do, number one, is get the right knowledge. Okay, get the right knowledge that's current right now. Google has got a million things, let's say a million things out there. Knowledge is out there, but it is not filtered. There are thousands of different types of diet, right? Atkins, what other diets you all know? I also, water diet, a fruit diet, a banana diet, bread diet, all the different types of diet, keto and all. So there are many types of diet, but diet, D-I-E-T, what does it stand for? Is it positive? D, don't, that's already negative. Include eating this. It's not going to last. You need to be in a program that tells you these are the things you need to be eating. You agree? If you want to be negative, it's not going to last, right? If you, in your mind, right, if you cannot do 2 kilometers, you keep on saying, you wear your shoes and all, you want to say like, okay, I'm going to do 2 kilometers, but I cannot. How? You need to have a positive mindset, right? You can do one, do one. Same thing here. But many people don't know what are the right things to eat. Many people still think that white rice, basmati rice is different. Are they different? Same but different. Huh? Some of you are like shaking it. Yeah. Different. No, they're not. They are highly carbohydrates. They're still carbohydrates. Okay. One is high GI, one is low GI. Yeah, thank you, Fazil. Thank you, sir. Yeah, one is high GI, one is low GI. But it is still carbohydrates that goes into the system. The same amount of white rice and brown rice. Brown rice has got more calories than white rice. It's just that it is spread out and converted to sugar in the body a bit later, a bit slower. Okay, but that means also there'll always be insulin in your body. Okay, so these are some of the things that I share in the VIP program on how we can slowly move towards GI stands for glycemic index, Dr. Bibi. So glycemic index means the rate at which the food in our body gets converted to sugar for energy. Okay, that's GI. So we generally want to have low GI food and not high GI food. But still, GI is just an indicator. Both are still carbohydrates. And this is why people are always struggling to lose weight, right? Okay, that's just one example. How to eat the right things. I already talked about this as well. How to build habits. Okay, habits are very difficult to create, right? So how do you create a habit that becomes a norm and easy for you? This is something that I coach in a VIP program. And we always want to look for baby steps that makes get better and better, get into that new normal. Even if we have the knowledge, right? Even if we have the knowledge of all this, if our family members are always telling us that what we are doing is a waste of time. I mean, I love my family members, don't get me wrong, I don't mean to be rude, but some of us, like my friends, my good friends and all, if I don't eat something, they will say that, Sham, why are you not eating this? Why? Come on, man. It's just once a week. Friend A. Once a week, friend A. Yeah? Tomorrow, I meet friend B. What will he say? Once a week, bro. Let's go. On Wednesday, I meet friend C. Once a week. Man, my once a week becomes 7 days a week. So how do we talk to them in such a way that we don't make them upset? this skill is extremely important to have. Otherwise, you'll always be struggling. You need to get people on your side. So this is one of the things that I share in the VIP Fat Loss program also. If you're interested to find out more, feel free to message me later on, okay? Private message me or email me or message me in my Facebook. Comment also can in the Facebook, okay? The other one is how to control cravings. This one for those sweet tooth. If I'm naughty, I would say all the best to you. Actually, it's not. It is not. I am a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth, and I've been posting all these ice cream videos of me eating ice cream nearly every day, and so far okay. The reason is because I know when to eat. Because whenever I eat, it may seem like I'm eating ice cream. It may seem that I'm succumbing to my temptations, right? Of course, it is still temptation, but it is me choosing my temptation. I'm going to eat this now, right? But I have plans not to eat them later, and I have 100% control, right? So it's this control that we want to have. Same thing when we go out, when we meet our friend, when we go for supper, when let's say our friend have teh tarik, and you know that you have been having teh tarik for the past 3 nights, you know how to say, no bro, today I'm going to have something else, okay? So it is very important for you to be able to stop your cravings and not be seduced into always having something that you love. It can be crackers, it can be whatever lah, yeah, everything else. The other one is, there's a big thing here, is how to increase your metabolic rate. Now, if you're above 35 and you are struggling to lose weight, you need to know, not only know, let me just rephrase that. Yeah? My VIPs, you all are here, right? You all agree with me, right? You need to be experts. You need to be experts in increasing your metabolic rate. Because if you're not an expert, then you will always find something else to be doing to burn calories. Give you an example, okay? Now, I am not an expert yet. I hope to be, but I'm always learning and constantly learning. But I'm very confident right now that when I'm sitting down like this, okay, relaxing. Oh, it's so messy behind. Sorry. So when I'm relaxing like this, while people who want to lose weight will think, I'm going to run 10 kilometers later to burn calories. But I'm confident right now, I am burning a lot of calories, even right now, without running, without doing any exercise. Okay? So imagine this. Because, okay, I'll tell you, okay, I'm not just saying it, plugging out of thin air, because the last time I ran a proper cardio exercise was 20 years ago when I was in the army. Okay, and I don't think I'm that fat, right? Yeah. So it is not that. It is how you tweak your metabolism to get better. And you tweak it by doing the right exercise. This is where the knowledge comes in. The right exercise, the right kind of food. Because if you eat the wrong kind of food, your metabolic rate will drop. Your hormones are going to work against you. Your fat stores are going to shut down. How? Increase metabolic rate. But if I eat the right things, then my metabolism will go up. When it goes up, when I'm sitting down, I have no guilt at all eating the food that I ate just now. Yeah, I hope you get where I'm coming from. Okay, I want to tell you more details, but I think let's do it for another day. What to eat and all that. If you notice, right, this alone can take 3-4 hours of sharing. Yeah, and that's why we have the VIP program. The next one is the ability to eat and stay full until the next meal. Okay, this one another thing. A lot of us eat, but we are hungry, and because of that, we get to our cravings. Get to our snacks and in between. So we need to know what to eat right now so that, let's say right now I'm eating lunch, right? 12 o'clock, okay? I can tahan all the way until my dinner is 6 or 7 o'clock without being seduced of eating in between. Okay, when I say seduced is this, the food is placed in front of me, something that I love, I can say, I can eat it because I want it. I cannot eat it because I know it's not good for me and I'm going to be happy with it. Okay, because many of us, we go on a diet, we look at the food, I'm not going to eat, I'm going to eat, I'm not going to eat, I'm going to diet, I'm going to diet. I'm unhappy. No, you want to be in the place where you want to be happy saying no to food. Okay? Let's get on to, okay. So, The other one is this. I told you guys about motivation. Many of us, when we exercise, when we eat food that we love, or maybe we are forced to eat something that we don't love, it all depends on motivation or no motivation, right? The motivation is there. Most of us, when we want to go for our run, we like, okay, I'm happy today. I'm motivated to go. Then we'll go. But what happens if we are not motivated? So how do we, number one, not depend on motivation to move forward? Okay, this is something that I teach in the course. And the next one is how to push your motivation way up high. Way up high. I'll give you an example, okay? I know one of my clients who, even though he don't want to exercise in the morning, like don't want, it's not like got no mood and all, don't want to exercise, right? But once he does a few routines on how to improve the motivation, he changes his language from don't want to exercise to I have to exercise today. Okay? And I give you a hint. I give you a hint, right? Because when we forget or when we think like no motivation today, we always forget the intent, the why of why we want to get better. So we need to improve on the whys. Okay? Why do I want to run 10 kilometers? Is it because of ego? There's one. If it is it because I want to improve my health? Two, yeah? Is it because, let's say, I will have more energy in the future? Because then with more energy, I can spend more time with my kids. That's three. So when we have more and more whys and you remember, you keep on recalling, you will up your motivation. Okay, that's just a sneak peek. Of course, we go a lot more in depth when it comes to this. The other one also is sleep. We in Singapore, I think most of us are in Singapore. We usually don't have enough sleep, especially if we are extremely busy with a few different types of jobs. And when we don't have enough sleep, our cortisol level, our hormone cortisol, is a stress hormone, will hang on to fat. When we hang on to fat, your fat will not be burned. And when you don't burn, it doesn't burn, we just focus on exercise, you will always be struggling. So some of you who have been exercising, seriously, yeah? Some of you who have been exercising for more than 2 years, 3 years, and have not seen any results, right? You are still exercising. Let me tell you what I have seen in the past, okay? If you continue doing this and not getting strong in this area, you will still be struggling in 3 years' time, 6 years' time, and even 10 years' time. Because you are not changing your direction. You need to change direction, right? And even though it seems that, hey, all this, okay, what? I can learn on my own, but it's not about learning. It's about putting it in skills, putting your ability to do it, yeah, and to do it every day, so that you can get better and better. Okay. Okay. Those who need to go, bye, guys. Those who are still here, thank you so much. Yeah. So again, I would like you to consider if you want to get leaner, no matter what your body fat percentage is right now. Right, those who need to go, thank you so much for having me. Remember to check your email, do the feedback and all, yeah? And those of you who want to get the notes, remember you can always go to gurufitness.com notes/notes. Yep, so remember that 4% is exercise, and then you have other things that you are traveling, you are sleeping, resting, all this you need to be good in them so that you can always see good results. Okay, this is just something that I want to remind you is extremely important. Okay, Body Thrive is the new brand that I am pushing through because Guru Fitness is more on me. Body Thrive is on you. It's on you, and you need to have this knowledge, skills, and ability to be able to reach to your goals. If you don't reach your goals, you are not moving forward. You are struggling. Please reconsider getting the right knowledge, bringing up the skills, and bringing up the ability. This is a solution. This is a solution to reaching your goals, okay? Okay, I think that's about it for now. Most of us need to go already. Remember to sign up for the next workshop, which is tomorrow. You can just stay on for 45 minutes or 1 hour because the next 15 minutes, I will keep on reiterating the benefits of not exercising also. Okay, so don't worry if you cannot spend the whole time with me. Just take 45 minutes, it will be good. I hope you have I have learned one or two things today. I thank you so much for your time. If you have any feedback for me, please, there are 2 links here, action form and also workshops feedback, this one without this / here. Yeah, we'll email you lah. We'll email you again tomorrow morning or maybe tonight to remind you to join the next workshop. I hope this has been beneficial for you. Please, this is the next step. Okay, if you keep this, forget it, it's not going to happen. Okay, it has to be this co-leadership mindset. You need to be sharing it with someone, either verbally or even like this workshop. You're going to like, comment or share whatever it is. You need to be sharing it with someone so that it will stick. Learning is 70% output. Okay? Because you know, right? How many times you read at Google, these things work, these things work, these things work, but nothing is done. Nothing is improved. So you need to make that change. The other one is do something today, okay? Do something today. You might have received my email. You can always email me back. Just click reply and email me your thoughts. I will try my best to read everyone's email. And thank you so much. Bye, Ross. Bye, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much again for your time. It is very precious, I know, and I congratulate you for wanting to make good changes to your body so that you have a better mind when the time comes, okay, which is tonight, right? When you exercise bit by bit, you get better bit by bit. And overall, over the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, it will get better and better, okay? Thank you so much, everyone. Please do take care, mask up wherever you go, try to stay at home as much as you can, and do take care. Yeah. All right, God bless. Thank you.